Good morning. Welcome to Take Your Life Back with Ralf Friedrichs. Today we're going to talk about 10 things that will definitely happen to you if you get a DUI or a DWI. These 10 things will definitely happen to you. The question is it worth drinking and driving? Do you have an addiction problem that you feel that you need to get behind the wheel and drink first and then drive and take someone else's life, including your own, into your own hands? Let's discuss that next. But first, let's talk about Dr. Luis Gonzalez from Starting Point. Dr. Luis Gonzalez is at 844-414-8444. He is a addiction recovery coach, and he also teaches you, that's right, yes, you, how to become a coach. If you have the passion, personality, and professionalism, and you have an addiction of some sort, whether it's your own or someone else's, call him at 844-414-8444, and he can turn you into an addiction recovery coach like I am, like he is. Also, if you do have an addiction and you want to get help, he can help you walk from addiction to recovery. He will walk with you 24 hours a day, starting today if you call 844-414-8444. You can also go to his website, which is www.startingpointmn.com. Myself as an addiction recovery coach, and Dr. Luis Gonzalez, who also is one, will never ever talk about the past. We are not counselors or therapists. What we are addiction recovery coaches. We are here to help you. We bring your situation that you already have the answers to your own questions that you have inside you. We bring them to the surface and we go from there. Call him 844-414-8444. You can also go to my website, www.clearviews.info. That's CLEARVIEWS.info. On clearviews.info, you will find everything you need to know about addiction and recovery. I created that website when I first hit rock bottom about a month later, and the reason I came up with the word clear was because I felt clear. My inside felt clear, my head felt clear due to my addiction that always was foggy. Now, being that I hit rock bottom and I had seeked sobriety back then and still am, everything has become clear. And I thought to myself, what can I come up with the word clear? So I said, well, listen, we as a whole, whether it's globally or within your own community, have community, and we all have lessons. So I said CLEAR stands for Community Lessons Empower Addiction Recovery. It is our lessons. It is my experiences, your own experiences, your neighbors, your loved ones' experiences with addiction, whether it be alcohol and or drugs. Their addiction and their lessons empower addiction recovery. We all work together as a community. And that's when I also came up with another website, which is for my coaching, Clear Reform. And what does reform stands for? It's to take you, transform you, reform you into a whole different person that you were not back then. In other words, when you had your addiction, you were a whole different person. I'm going to help you go from addiction to recovery. I'm going to take that person that has the addiction and teach that person, or show that person, guide that person into the recovery lifestyle. That is what I do. You can reach me at 844-405-HELP. 844-405-HELP. You can also text me anytime you want with any questions at 631-599-0218. You can email me at clearreform@yahoo. That's CLEARREFORM@yahoo.com. Both Dr. Luis Gonzalez and myself are here to help you. All you need to do is call us. And we are not the only addiction recovery coaches in the world. There are thousands. So if you do want to become one, call Dr. Luis Gonzalez from Starting Point at 844-414-8444. Now, let's get into today's segment, which is 10 things that will happen to you, guaranteed, if you get a DWI or a DUI. There are a lot of things that can happen to you if you're convicted of drunk driving in the United States. None of them are fun, and most of them are expensive. There can be other consequences and costs associated with DUI convictions, such as losing your job or having to go to rehab. But these items that I will discuss are penalties established by law in almost all states. Almost. Check your local DMV or court system for your laws within your state. The first thing that's going to happen to you, the first thing that you shouldn't have done is gotten behind the wheel drunk, but the first thing that will definitely happen to you is you'll be arrested and you will be booked. You'll have a nice portrait of your picture taken of you with these beautiful numbers under your chin. If you're arrested for suspicion of drunk driving, the first thing that will happen is you will be placed into a police vehicle and taken to the nearest police station or jail. There, your photograph, your mugshot, will be taken and you will be fingerprinted. In some states, you can be released immediately if someone comes to the jail and pays your bail and drives you home. But several states now have laws requiring you to be held for a period of time till you sober up. I think all states should have that. I really do. Let me lower this a little bit, folks, so you can get to see me a little bit. There we go. That's better. I think all states should have that. You should stay in jail overnight, sober you up, or for at least the sober up part of it. You need to really do that. Number two, that will definitely happen to you because you cannot be arrested and you cannot be booked unless you go the following day to court or that same day. At the time of your arrest, you will be given a ticket or a summons that tells you a date that you have to appear in court to face driving under the influence charges. For some drivers, this is a humiliating experience to appear in public to answer charges of being drunk. In today's court, if you deny the charges, plead not guilty, and try to fight the case, chances are you and everyone else in the courtroom are going to see a video of yourself failing the field sobriety test taken from the officer's dashboard camera or taken in the jail when you were processed. If you know you were drinking and driving, first of all, plead guilty. Go seek an attorney and plead guilty. Don't be embarrassed further than you have already put yourself into this situation. You don't want to have to do that. But the best thing to do is not to drink and drive in the first place. But if you did and you were caught, and thank God you didn't kill anyone, including yourself, seek an attorney and plead guilty. Hopefully you have learned from this lesson. Thing number three is you'll probably, in some cases, lose your license, depending on if you've had more than one DUI or DWI. In all states, even for first-time convictions, your sentence will include the loss of driving privileges for a period of time. Probably on your first or second one, it'll be suspended. On your third or fourth, probably revoked. Even in states that offer a hardship license that allows you to drive to work or to school during the time your license is revoked or suspended, your driving privileges are drastically curtailed. In some states, if you refuse to take your field sobriety test or submit a breathalyzer or a blood test, your license is suspended immediately, automatically, even, and I repeat, even before you go to court to plead your case. Unbelievable? No. It's realistic. We need to stop people, including somebody you might know, to get behind the wheel if you're drunk or you're high. Because what you're doing is not only taking your life in your own hands, but you're taking other people's lives in your hands. You are taking a lethal weapon, your vehicle, and aiming it towards whatever is in front of your vehicle. That has to stop. And I am so glad we have these 10 things, because maybe, just maybe, if this happened to you, you have learned your lesson. And if not, and it does happen to you, I hope you do learn your lesson. Hopefully it's never gone past these 10 things. Hopefully never. Number 4, you'll definitely have to pay a fine. Do you have that extra money? If you are convicted of driving while intoxicated, part of your sentence will definitely include paying a fine. All states have laws setting minimum and maximum fines for drunk driving, but those penalties can be enhanced by other circumstances. For example, if property was damaged, someone was injured, and a child was endangered as a result of your driving while drunk, the fines can be increased. In most states, you will also have to pay the court costs associated with your case. Folks, the money issue is the easy part, unless you have no money. But the bigger issue is the safety aspect of this. Safety for yourself and safety for others. Folks, you will possibly go to jail. You'll get room and board for nothing. You'll get TV and they'll be fed 3 square meals a day, all for nothing. But here's the catch. You won't be able to leave until your sentence is served. You'll be behind bars with other people that possibly have done what you've done or have committed crimes such as rape, murder in some cases, burglary, assault. These are the people you're sharing your nice new apartment with. In a growing number of states, jail terms have become mandatory even for first-time drunk driving offenders. Typically, first offenders' jail times are only 1 or 2 days that can be served on a weekend, but it is still jail time. And you're still with those people I just discussed. For repeat offenders, jail is mandatory in most states and the terms are longer than a couple of days. And again, if there are aggravating circumstances, such as possibly you injured someone, connected with your DWI case, the penalties will be increased. Now you're going to also get yourself a babysitter. You will have to complete the terms of probation. Even if you're not sentenced to any jail time for your DUI or DWI conviction, you will probably be given probation sentence. The terms of which are determined by sentence by a judge. Excuse me 1 second, my alarm went off. Okay, sorry about that. My alarm went off. Where were we? Okay, even if you are not sentenced to any jail time for your DUI conviction, you will probably be given a probation sentence. The terms of these, which are determined by the sentencing judge. If you fail to meet the terms of probation, you can be sent to jail, even if you're a high-profile Hollywood celebrity, and we know about that. Regardless of the terms, the probation sentence itself is another expense you will have to pay. Typically, this is a monthly fee you must pay for the cost of administrating and supervising your probated sentence. You now have hired yourself a babysitter because you can't be trusted to do things on your own because you feel that you need to drink and drive. You might even have to go to drunk school, number 7. In almost all jurisdictions, if you wanted your driving privileges returned after a drunk driving conviction, you will have to complete an alcohol and drug educating program, usually referred to as drunk driving school. Wow, great school. These classes include hours of drunk driving prevention education and assessment of your drunk driving and drinking habits. And there is a fee for attending these classes, another expense you must pay to get your driver's license back. This is like a register. Ching, ching, ching. Everything is adding up, folks. Number 8, you will have to go some kind of alcohol assessment. As part of the court-ordered alcohol education and assessment program mentioned above, a trained counselor will also assess your pattern of alcohol consumption and determine if you have an alcohol abuse disorder, otherwise known as are you addicted, like I was. Typically, the assessor will ask you a series of questions about how alcohol affects your life. If the assessor finds that your drinking rises to the level of alcohol abuse or dependence, you may also have to undergo some kind of alcohol treatment program before you can get your driving license privileges back. It could be inpatient or outpatient. And you know what? That might be your saving grace. Out of all these so far, number 8 and number 5 are your 2 saving grace. Number 5 was going to jail, because now you can't drink and drive. Now you can't. You might be able to drink in jail because they do have their fermented type of wines that they create there, but you can't drive. And number 8, the assessor might send you to some kind of treatment, and that is a godsend because you probably, if you have an addiction, need some type of addiction. I mean, some type of treatment. Whether it's AA, whether it's my methods or any other methods, and we'll discuss those. You might need that. So number 5, go to jail, plus. Number 8, plus. Number 9, you will have to pay higher auto insurance. Your auto insurance company, whoever it might be, is not going to appreciate the fact that you got caught drinking and driving because you left yourself open for a libel lawsuit. getting behind the wheel drunk, and if you would have hit somebody or injured someone, your insurance company would have had to pay. In most states, if you get drunk driving conviction, you will be required by law to get a special insurance policy known as a SR22 insurance before you can drive a vehicle again. The cost of an SR22 insurance in the states where it is required can double or even triple your premiums. So if you're in New York, like we are in the Hamptons, and you're paying about $1,500 a year right now, up to $4,500 a year, figure how much that is a month. $800 maybe, or whatever. No, it's about $4,500 comes out to be about $450. No, about $425 a month. You want to pay that just for auto insurance? Usually, you will be required to carry this in most expensive auto insurance for a period of 3 years. Cha-ching! Add it to your register of expenses that due to your irresponsibility of drinking and driving. Number 10, again, number 5 is a plus, number 8 is a plus, and I think number 10 should be mandatory if you have done this at least once, or more than once, I should say. Install ignition interlock device. In a growing number of states, drivers who are convicted of DUI are being required to install ignition interlock devices on their personal vehicles. Some states are requiring that these devices for the first-time offenders. The device requires the driver to have alcohol-free breath before the vehicle will start. The installation of these devices and monthly fees associated with them can be very expensive, and again, you pay. I knew a guy that was, he had one of these, and he requested for me to blow into it. Folks, you're not helping yourself if you ask somebody else to blow into your ignition interlock device, because it is there to help you and prevent you from hurting others. If you're irresponsible and you get behind the wheel and you drink and drive or smoke or do crack or whatever you do, I hope number 5 happens to you, you go to jail. I hope you get an assessment from an assessor for alcohol treatment, and I hope they put you into a inpatient or outpatient treatment, and I hope you get an ignition interlock device. Those 3 things I hope it happens to you. I don't wish ill on anyone, but if you get behind the wheel knowingly that you're drunk or high, those 3 things I hope for you. I hope them only for one reason: to help you. I don't hope them for you for any other reason, no ill feelings, just to help you, because jail will prevent you from drinking and driving and hopefully give you time to think of what you've done. The assessment coming from the state or a counselor will hopefully find that, or will bring out to the surface that you have an addiction and you seek help. And the number 10, the ignition interlock device, because if you are too weak to control your alcohol usage or drug usage before getting behind the wheel, let this ignition interlock device help you. That's why those 3 things: number 5, number 8, and number 10. 10 things that can and will happen to you if you get a DWI. Number 1, you will be arrested and booked. Number 2, you will appear in court. Number 3, you will lose your license, whether it's suspended or revoked. Number 4, you will pay a fine. Number 5, you will go to jail. I like that one. Number 6, you will complete the terms of your probation. You just now hired and you're paying for a babysitter. Number 7, you will have to go to drunk driving school. Number 8, you will undergo alcohol assessment. I like that one because hopefully they'll point out that you might have to go to inpatient or outpatient. Number 9, you will have to pay higher auto insurance, up to 3 times your premiums for up to 3 years. And number 10, which I like, install ignition interlock device. Is it worth it, folks? Is this worth it? Are these 10 things that will happen to you for DUI and DWI worth you continuously drinking and driving or drugging and driving? Because if you think it's worth it, if you don't mind doing all these 10, think about this. What happens if you kill someone or you injured someone, including yourself? What happens then? We, as the public, as people that are concerned, advocates, like myself, on promoting drunk driving and its ill effects, I'm promoting anti-drugs and anti-alcohol. We are here to help you. I help me by helping you. So hear me out. Do not commit DWI or drink and drive or drug and drive. Do not. Because you will find that you'll be arrested and booked. You will appear in court. You will lose your license. You will pay a fine, go to jail, complete the terms of probation, go to drunk driving school, undergo assessment, pay higher auto insurance, and get it interlocked. My alarm went off. Hold on. I don't know what's going on with my alarm, but it keeps going off. So now I unplugged it. I am so sorry, folks. This has never happened on any of my shows, but it is what it is. It's reality. It's real life. But we are here to help you, no matter what, to educate you, to inform you on drinking and driving and drugging and driving and all other aspects of addictions and its ill effects. That's what we're here for. That is what we are here for, and that's what we'll continuously to do. Today, October 17th, 2014, let today be the first day that you finally realize that you don't want any of these 10 things to happen to you. You don't want to be arrested and booked. You don't want to appear in court. You don't want to lose your driver's license. You certainly don't want to pay a fine. You don't want to go to jail. You don't want to go to get probation. You don't want to go to drunk driving school. You don't want to undergo alcohol assessment, pay higher auto insurance, and get an interlock device for your car. And if you don't want to, let today, October 17, 2014, be the first day that you stop drinking and driving. Matter of fact, that today is the first day that you stop any substance abuse. Let today, there are two things you need to do to get this accomplished. You need to finally admit that you have a problem, like I did June 22nd, 2013. I realized I had a problem. I realized way before then. But I finally said, I have a problem, and I stopped denying it, because no matter what, there's going to be people in my thousands in my audience that are going to say, I know I have a problem, but it's not that big of a deal. But folks, it is. If you cannot control your alcohol intake, if it's out of control to an addiction state, if you can't stop for about a year or a month, but you continuously have to drink every single day, you have an addiction. Go and finally say, Ralph, or talk to whoever and admit, or even talk to yourself and admit that you have that problem. And then reach for your higher power. Because you cannot battle addiction without God. You can have God in your life without addiction, that's great, but you cannot have an addiction, a controlled addiction that you want to take care of without including your higher power. God and the fight against addiction come hand in hand, but you need to first stop denying. Let today, October 17th, 2014, be your first day. Let today, October 17th, 2014, be the first day that Ralph, me, can help you take your life back. Like I took my own life back, June 22nd, 2013. So, I can help you take your life back today. Starting today. It's that simple. Call me, 844-405-HELP, or even text me, 631-599-0218. These are the different methods. There's always three that I talk about. There's many other ones. The first three are always AA, been around since 1936. They have a books like a what's the word that I'm looking for? Like a it's graphically designed. You sit in the classroom, possibly around a table, and you share stories. You do 90 meetings in 90 days is what you do. You have 12 steps that you have to start with. You need to seek a sponsor. That is AA 1936 helped millions and millions of people. I tried AA 4 or 5 times. I felt that I needed to be more actively involved. I merely cannot just show up once a day for an hour and then leave and not worry about my addiction. And I'm not saying that they don't worry about it, but I needed to be more actively involved. I needed to have an AA 24 hours a day in my life. I created my website. I created different methods of recovery. I created videos. I am up to 173 videos. If you go on YouTube, all you have to do is type in "Take Your Life Back" with Ralf Friedrichs, and you will see 173 videos. I now have commercials playing on my videos that promote interlock systems, that promote DWI lawyers. They play commercials on my videos, all 173. Take Your Life Back with Ralf Friedrichs on YouTube. You'll find that. I've created real people with real story interviews by walking the streets, Neighborhood Road, Mastic Beach, where I'll be tomorrow, incidentally. That used to be my walking ground. That is where I committed most of my drinking. In between my walk from home to the liquor shop and back, I would consume in excess of 10 to 15 shots a day. At least. I will drink until I'm tired and pass out, wake up, eat, drink again. But my methods so far have been very helpful to me and many, many other people. Many other people. People as far as way up north, as far as down south into Europe. My methods are so simple. My methods are utilize my websites, utilize my videos, utilize listening to my interviews, utilize going out yourself and helping others with addiction, utilize yourself creating videos, because you don't realize when you do a video or you go out and talk to people, you are refreshing your own memory on addiction and recovery constantly. You're not merely just sitting in a classroom atmosphere and talking about it. You are creating your own environment of talking and living through other people's addiction stories, how to live better with your own. That is my recovery, and it works, and it really works. Go to YouTube, Take Your Life Back with Ralf Friedrichs Show, but just type in Take Your Life Back with Ralf Friedrichs, and you will find 173 videos that will educate you, that will help you with any topic you can imagine. Any topic related to people's lives, related to old people over-medicating themselves, related to people coming out of jail and turning to alcohol, related to a lot of other teenage drugs, mad, sad. 173 videos, Take Your Life Back with Ralf Friedrichs. Watch them. Those are two different methods, and then of course we have where we talked about number 8, going under alcohol assessment, where you can go into an inpatient or outpatient. All the inpatient and outpatient treatment centers, they do accept insurances, most of them I should say, and Medicaid. And if you don't have any of those, try and check your website for the state and see if they have any state sponsors for people that are financially challenged. And if you still have a problem finding one, text me or email me. 631-599-0218. You can text me, you can call me at 844-405-HELP, or you can email me at clearreform, that's CLEARREFORM @Yahoo. I will try to help you. So you try to do that. Inpatient or outpatient really does work for people. But the most important thing is, folks, is when you either try my methods or AA or inpatient or outpatient. One thing you cannot do when you are finished. Well, you'll never be finished with my methods, because my methods will be like this until I die. AA should be part of your life until you die also, until there is no more of you. Treatment centers, inpatient or outpatient, are just a temporary fix. When you come out, do not go back into your old abusive habits again. That is my warning sign for you. Do not do that. And in all three methods, you should all include your God. God has to be part of your life, whether you're addicted or not, but more so if you have an addiction, because you obviously have proven to yourself that you can't control your own life. So why would you want to continuously going down that same path without asking God to help you with your guidance and direction? Ask Him just to help you with that. And He will. But you need to reach out and ask Him. So you have all three of those methods. You include God, and in all three methods, including God, you'll achieve one thing, guaranteed. If you want to achieve it. It's all in your mind. You will achieve sobriety no matter what method you use, if it's done the right way, and if you included God. Folks, when you go to bed at night, and you take your sneakers, shoes, or slippers off, and you put them by the edge of your bed, why not push them under your bed? That way, when you wake up in the morning, you're forced to go on your knees to go and get them from under your bed, to put on your feet to go and continue your day. While you're on your knees, thank God that you have the privilege of having another day on this earth. For every breath you take, there is someone here, in my community, your community, globally, that's taking their last breath. For every time you open and close your eyes, there is someone that is closing their eyes somewhere in the world. Thank God that you have the privilege of another day. Thank God. So do that. Push your slippers, shoes, sneakers under the bed from now on at night. In the morning when you go and retrieve them, thank God for the privilege of another day on this earth. Because one day it will be our last day on earth. But in the meantime, let's all be very thankful for what we have. And what we have, if you have a lot of it, whether it's money or materialistic things, or if you only have a little bit, we all have an opportunity to share with other people. Whether it's our family, our neighbors, total strangers. You walk out of 7-Eleven, you see somebody that's hurting. Buy him a coffee. Buy him a hot dog. One thing I never recommend is to give money on anyone sitting outside of a convenience store, because they might utilize that for some sort of drug or alcohol. But buy them something. If you have extra furniture and you know someone in need of furniture, give them some. If you have extra clothing and you know people need clothing, give them some. One day is our last day on earth, and as we're going to our resting place, our coffin is loaded into a hearse. Don't ever think that your personal belongings are going to follow you in a U-Haul truck. That U-Haul truck will not be behind your hearse going to your final resting place. A U-Haul truck resembles carrying personal belongings when you go from one house to another. But you're not going to a house, you're going to your final resting place. So your personal belongings are wherever they might be, but they will not be in the U-Haul truck behind your hearse. So why not share today? Share with your neighbors, share with your family, share with loved ones, share with total strangers, give to your churches. When you give and you help others, your self-esteem lifts, your inner feelings lift, and you just become a better human. And God notices these things. When you give good and you do good, you get good. But when you do bad and you give bad advice or bad feelings towards others, you will get those bad feelings and advice in return. I always say, when the sunshine comes into your heart and into your home, you will get nothing but positive results. But when you have the darkness, which is equal to negativity, you will get nothing but negative results. Try to stay away from negative people, the naysayers of the world, and be positive. In every bad situation is something good, even maybe that much, but there's always good in any person, in any situation. Locate the good in the person and in the situation and lift it up and bring it to the surface. It could even be with yourself. No matter how many times people have told you you're bad, you're no good, you are a special person and you have special qualities and you are uh, uh, internally a good person. You just need to lift it outside of you. No matter how many times people have told you you're no good and you're bad, I think you're a good person. And I know God knows that you're a good person. You just need to find the good things in your own life and get them out to the surface. For the people that are telling you you're no good, that are telling you you're a waste of time, leave those people behind you. Those are the negative people in your life. Surround yourself with new people. Go to your churches. Start all over in a positive note, and you will get positive results. October 17, 2014, today's your day. Whether it's admitting you have an addiction, whether it's starting a whole new way of thinking, October 17, 2014 is your day for change. It is your day that I can help take your life back. It is your day. Forget what happened yesterday. It doesn't matter. It's done. Move on with today, October 17, 2014 and forward. Start in your own home, showing people that you are a positive person, that you are a true role model in front of your children, that you are the hero that the children think that they see when they look at you. Eliminate the things that make you appear not to be a good role model. Eliminate the smoking in front of your children, the drinking and the profanity and the physical abuse. Eliminate them. Get rid of them. Yes, you did them yesterday, but today's a new day. Today's a day of change for you. Eliminate the smoking in front of your kids. If you have to smoke, do it outside the house. Eliminate the drinking. If you have to drink for whatever reason, do it away from your children. If you need to curse, learn to control your language. You don't need to drop the F word every time, and definitely don't curse in front of your children. And if you have an issue with anger and you physically abuse someone, seek counseling or therapy. And if you're the victim of physical abuse, seek the authorities. Report the abuser. It is better to report the abuser and have that abuser be taken out in handcuffs and hopefully gets help and comes back into your life than for the authorities to come take you in a body bag and that abuser took your life. Report the abuser if you're the victim. But start today, October 17th, eliminating those 4 things, and you will be the role model, and you will be the hero in your children's eyes. And especially if you add these 4 things. Start today, a new day, a new life. October 17th, 2014, start today with love in your household. Show the people around you love them. Continue with respect. Everybody in your home should get your respect, and they will give you respect. Show compassion to anyone in your home. Show that you really do care, and show emotion. There is nothing wrong with laughing or crying, but those 4 things added to your home and the other 4 things subtracted from your home will make you a more well-balanced person. Now you are becoming that hero that your children are looking at you are, and you are being the role model in your life, in your household. You, today, October 17, 2014, are now writing new chapters in the book of your life and your children's life. The chapters before today are written. They can't be changed. But the chapter starting today, October 17, 2014, those chapters, now you can start writing. Those chapters you can start writing for your children and for you. And I keep saying October 17th. It's really the 18th today. I'm a day behind. Today's October 18th, 2014. Those chapters you can start writing. Those chapters should include love, respect, compassion, and emotion. Those chapters should not include smoking in front of your children, drinking in front of your children, profanity in front of your children, or physical abuse at all. Those chapters, starting today, October 18, 2014, should include those 4 things: love, respect, emotion, compassion. The chapters written before today are gone. They can't be changed. But today can be changed, and here on forward can be changed. But it all starts with you. Help write your children's chapters in their book of life. When they're 18, they're going to be leaving your home. Wouldn't it be nice to know that you did your best to not only be a good role model in front of them, but to educate them the best you can, so when they hit society, which I'm telling you right now, society is bad. When they hit society, they have a shield around them. They have the shield of your upbringing them in the proper manner. That is their shield. What they do from that point on is not something that you can control anymore. You can worry about it, but you can't control it anymore. You can advise them, but you can't control it anymore. They are on their own. They've become adults at that point. But it is good to know that no matter what, you made a difference in their life between the age of 0, 1 day, all the way to 18. That you made the difference. And if you have so far been a bad role model, and you have not been the hero that the children think that you are, start today. Start today. Yesterday's done. Last week is gone. Today is important, and tomorrow is even more important. Start today, October 18th, 2014. And let me help you take your life back. But it all starts in your home. It all starts in your heart. And it all starts with accepting God and eliminating your addictions. That's where it all starts. All those things together will make you a good person, will make you a better person. Even people with addictions are good people. A lot of them are. But their addictions are out of control and they need help, and that's why I'm telling you, if you admit you have an addiction, not only can I, but other people help take your life back, but more importantly, God will help you take your life back also. God will give you back what He created in the first place, which was a perfect human. With the guidance of God and the direction of God and other people like myself, addiction recovery coaches, you will take your life back. Today, October 18, 2014, but you have to have the will and you have to have the strength to finally admit you have a problem. And there is no shame in doing that. If anything, people will become proud that you have finally said, I have a problem. I need help. God, help me. Has to start today. Folks, let the sunshine into your heart, let the sunshine into your home, and you will get nothing, and I mean nothing but positive results. Eliminate the negativity around you. If there are people that are dark in your life, avoid them as much as you can. The naysayers will try to take you down, and if there's anyone, and I mean anyone, telling you you're no good, you have nothing good about you, don't believe them, because I know for a fact, and so does God, that you are a good person and you have a lot of good qualities. And today, October 18, 2014, will be the first day of the rest of your better life. Will be the first day of letting sunshine into your heart and into your home. And will be the last day that you will allow the negative naysayers bring negativity into your life. Let today be the best day for the rest of your life. Let today be the first day that I can help you take your life back. Call me, 844-405-HELP. Let the sunshine into your heart and your home. You'll get nothing but positive results. Remember, a sober today, I guarantee you, gives you a better tomorrow. And never ever, and I mean ever, give up on others and yourself, because you are good. There are people that are told they're no good in life, but they have a lot of good qualities, including you or someone else that you might think is taking that verbal abuse by others by being told constantly that they're no good. Every person has good qualities. Every person. So remember, sober today makes for better tomorrow. And if you believe what I'm telling you in here, I guarantee you it will become clear out there. Go to www.clearviews.info, www.clearreform.com. Call me, 844-405-HELP. Remember, tomorrow, Mastic Beach, Neighborhood Road, between 11 and 12, I will be out there talking to real people with real stories, and I will bring that to you on Monday via videotape. These are audio clippings of real people with real stories, all related to addiction, whether it's themselves or other people. I hope to God I see you folks all on Monday on my next video. Remember, tomorrow's video will be an inspiration video. Usually I like to talk about on Sundays, my inspiration videos, the concept and the theme is always include God and your family every Sunday. May God bless you and have a sober day, and God bless you again.